You know, honestly, I think he was too busy putting his head up Billy's ass to, because really, I don't think that he would have been doing any of this
No.
if he weren't in love with Billy
No,
Loomis.
100%.
Oh God, miss you on my lips. It's me, a little Venice bitch.
Hey Petty Pumpkins, it's Chey.
And Wes.
Welcome to our Scream Tears series. In this video, we will be putting the Ghostface killers into tears.
Oh my god, guys, this new movie comes out in literally like 2 weeks. What better way to get ourselves hyped up than to talk about all of the Ghostface killers? Because, of course, Ghostface is the best part of the Scream franchise, I think.
Oh, yeah.
Something about Ghostface is just like so scary. The fact that it's someone that you know most of the time is just like literally wearing a mask and stabbing all of your friends. Like, that's so scary.
Yeah, I find it thrilling.
It's definitely thrilling.
I'm just excited to see exactly like how we differ or how we think the same on these, because I don't know.
I feel like we're gonna come out the same.
Probably. Do you want to go ahead and explain the tier to everyone?
Yes. We have 5 different tiers that we're about to put these killers into. Mm-hmm. It starts with number 1, No Choice But to Stan. Obviously, the best of the best. Next, we have Slays, which is like not completely Stan-worthy, but could get there potentially. We have Had Potential, which is just what it sounds like. Could have been better, could have been worse. Not Our Fave, which is like, we don't completely hate you, but you have not made it into our little hearts or even scratched the surface, so you'll have to do a little better.
Yeah. Work for it, Ghostface.
And Loathe Entirely means we fucking hate you.
Yeah.
To say the least.
You covered it.
You know, yeah. So those are the tiers. So we'll put these Ghostfaces into tiers. First, we'll probably just set them into what tier we want them in, and then we'll go back and make sure that you stick around to the end of the video, because then we will rank the Ghostfaces from 1 to 7.
I mean, I don't necessarily hate any of them, but
I don't even know that any of these are going to end up at the very bottom.
We'll see.
We'll see. Are any of them a bottom? We'll find out.
At least one of them is. First up, we have the one and only Billy Suck My Finger Loomis.
Corn syrup.
I hate how hot he is.
Oh, I just automatically put him in No Choice But to Stand. Did you notice that? I just literally, I didn't.
Damn.
Was that subliminal? Like, I literally just, like, dragged
I didn't even
him
notice
to the
because
top.
I was just like, yeah. I mean, I do stand. He's the OG.
What's the matter, Sydney? You look like you've seen a ghost.
Yeah, he's the original Ghostface.
Billy is interesting because it's just so personal with him being Sydney's girlfriend. Oh, fuck. Boyfriend. It's just really personal with him being Sydney's boyfriend, and I think that makes him just like such a piece of shit that he would do that to his girlfriend when she's already been through so much. And that really tells you about like what kind of person he is. But as a ghost face, he's really good.
Yeah.
I stand.
If it were just Billy Loomis without the fact that this is the Scream franchise, he would be in Loathe Entirely.
100%.
I hate his fucking guts.
Yeah,
like, he's a piece of shit.
Yeah, go off, sis.
His motive is so fucking... Are you kidding me? You're gonna kill your girlfriend because her mom was a whore?
Listen,
Come
we
on.
all have family drama, and we are
say...
not murdering our girlfriends' families.
I thought you were gonna say we're all whores. Okay.
That too, we're all whores.
Literally.
And you don't need to discriminate, Billy.
Bitch, gotta love him though.
Yeah.
He's so fucking hot.
And let's just remember that he's the one that's pressuring Sydney into having sex, so why aren't we calling him a whore?
Yeah, why aren't we literally putting him in prison?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, as far as his motive, it's not the best of the franchise, but
It's not.
I think that it's definitely very obviously personal for him too, which fuels all of this like hanger. Which,
You're hangry?
I'm hangry, yeah. Which obviously fuels all of this like anger and hate that he has. I don't know. I mean, I do stand. He's up there for sure.
Yeah.
I just have some problems with his decisions, but all of the Ghostfaces, I'm gonna have problems with the way that they act.
They are literally murderers.
I need to just like get that out of my head.
They are killers.
Yeah.
Okay, so.
What do you think about Billy as far as like an imposing force that's chasing Sydney and her friends around.
I think that Billy is actually very scary. Like, the character himself is very twisted, demented, without the fact that he is the one hiding behind the Ghostface mask.
Yeah.
So when you find that out, you're like, well, duh.
Yeah. I feel
Duh,
like
bitch.
he's like the most obvious one of the whole franchise.
Oh, yeah. It's quite literally so clear
Yeah.
that it's him. That I remember watching it for the first time and being like, it's literally him. I don't care what direction you're trying to point me in, bitch. I know it's Billy, okay?
Yeah.
Now, what I didn't expect was Stu.
Surprise, Sydney.
Speaking of, next we have Stu Mocker.
Yeah.
I say, wait, should we talk first and then put him up?
We didn't with Billy.
I know, but that was different because we knew. Because now this is one that we need to
Here's the thing.
discuss.
With Stu, I think that his motive is weak.
Oh, 100%.
I think that he is honestly, I think he was too busy putting his head up Billy's ass because really, I don't think that he would have been doing any of this
No.
if he weren't in love with Billy.
No,
Loomis, okay?
100%.
Oh God, miss you on my lips. It's me, a little Venice bitch.
Like, listen, I don't know if y'all have heard the theory that they're gay lovers, but in the
heard
Petty
that.
Pumpkins household, we subscribe to that theory.
I truly think that they are the Loeb and Leopold of the 90s.
Literally.
I
You're
see
so
it.
right. Why else would Stu be murdering people unless Billy told him to?
No, literally, because there was no reason for him to go and kill all of his friends.
No.
Unless he wanted to impress Billy Loomis.
Yeah, like, are you really that weak that it's just pressure by your friend that's gonna cause you to succumb to murdering so many people in such a vicious way? No, bitch. You're gay. You're gay.
And he's gay,
You're
which is
gay.
why I think we
You're
should
gay.
put him in No Choice But to Stand,
Oh.
honestly.
I,
Or you want to put him in Slays?
as a
Here's
Ghostface,
the
I
thing.
put him in Slays.
In Slays, here's the thing.
As a
I agree.
character, he would go to the top for me.
As Matthew Lillard,
Yeah.
he's the top.
Yeah. You think?
But I just mean, no.
I don't think
no,
so.
No.
No.
I just mean-
Oh, sorry. You're talking about Matthew Lillard. I was talking about Stu. I don't think so, but
Yeah.
could be.
I agree with putting Stu in Slays
Yeah.
because I don't think that his motive is as strong as Billy's.
No.
I don't think he had a reason to kill these people. I think he just went along with it for the fun.
No.
Which I don't agree with. I don't think that that's cool. But it's the franchise, right?
Yeah.
So
One thing that I think gives him a point in his favor is that I think it's almost scarier that he's Ghostface when he's such like a comic relief to his friends.
Yeah.
That's someone that you would never expect is
Yeah.
killing everyone around you. And the fact that he's able to do that and then just like take off the mask and be his normal goofy self, like you're fucked up, bro.
yeah, he's really psychotic.
Your brain is broke. Like
Mhm.
yeah. But yeah, I agree. As a Ghostface, he's not at the top to me, but I think that he does suffice. I think that him and Billy's scene where they're penetrating each other with knives is
Hot?
really hot and probably a lot of people's like favorite reveal scene. So I think that a lot of people have like a really fond admiration for their reveal and like their chemistry and everything that's going on in those
Yeah.
last 20 minutes. And it is like a great scene.
Truly.
So I think that elevates him too.
Yeah, and I think that he fits very well. Slays is right underneath No Choice But to Stand. So, he is right where he belongs underneath Billy Loomis.
Love
it. Yeah, Jerry just seen.
Okay, so next we are moving on to Scream 2, where we have the first Ghostface killer, Mickey Altieri.
I'm gonna blame the movies.
Mickey.
Hey Mickey, you're so fine, you blow my
So
mind.
fucking
He's
fine.
really hot.
Timothy is literally like, daddy.
It's
He's so cute.
Yeah, it's like it's so weird to me when he's giving this confession that he's murdering everyone, and I'm just
Yeah,
like, you're so hot, bro.
I'm an innocent victim.
You're a psychotic.
Yeah, well, shh. That'll be our little secret.
Yeah.
Like, but aside from that, let's talk about his Ghostface traits. As far as his motive, where he's trying to blame the killings on the movies, I think that that's interesting.
Yeah.
I think that's one of the most interesting motives in the franchise. So I think that that gives him an edge.
It does. Here's the thing. That's great and all, and I do agree that, some people want to feel that way about movies and killers and all that and such, but I just don't think that his motive is as strong or necessary as Mrs. Loomis.
Yes.
I feel like he's just a side piece, and Mrs. Loomis is really the star of the show.
Yes.
So automatically, I don't even think they belong in the same tier wherever they go. They're going to be separated.
Yeah.
Does he really slay?
I don't think so. To
I
me,
don't think
he's
so.
a puppet. I mean, listen, Pinocchio. Mrs. Loomis is the one
She's
pulling the strings.
She's literally the Geppetto of it all.
100%.
Mickey was a good boy, but my God, that whole blame the movies motive. Did you buy that for 1 second?
Like, he thinks that he is doing this thing that's, like, so complex and interesting and makes him, like, this complex guy. But really, Mrs. Loomis is just feeding him that so that he'll do her dirty work. You know what I mean? So
And that's why she's the HBIC.
yes.
You don't know what it is to be a mother.
And I feel kind of bad because I feel like he really does get overshadowed by Mrs. Loomis.
He does.
Because she is such a just wild character, which we'll get into here in just a minute. But yeah, I would probably put him in had potential.
I'm thinking had potential also because I just feel like if I'm thinking about it truly and honestly, all of
As
these,
we always do.
all of these Ghostfaces, they are directly connected to Sidney Prescott, except for Mickey and Charlie.
True. Well,
They are either related to her by blood, or they are her boyfriend, her close friend, or her friend's fucking mom.
I mean, I was under the impression that they were like pretty good friends.
They're friends, but
college.
they just met.
Yeah, I guess she doesn't really have
She
that
doesn't
many
really know
friends
him.
other than what's her roommate's name?
Hallie?
Hallie, yeah.
She doesn't really know him. They just met.
Yeah. You're right. Yeah, I don't think that he's that interesting. Like, I can't think. I've seen Scream 2 probably 23 times.
I would say 24, but
Could be 27 times. And I can't think of anything iconic that he did.
I mean,
But I don't hate him, and I think it's because of the motive. Because like I said, I really do think that that's, if you're gonna be a Ghostface murdering someone, then I think that that's an interesting way to spin it because he's trying to get, the camera time and the press and everything to pay attention to him.
Wait till the trial. It is gonna rock.
Oh, Mickey, there's not going to be a trial.
And that's a way to do it.
Yeah.
So I think he succeeded on that front, but he's just not a lot of the other Ghostfaces.
He's not. He's hot though.
But he's really hot and will always have that. But let's talk about someone a little more iconic.
Okay. Literally, I don't even need to think about
No,
where we're putting
absolutely
her.
not.
She's going in No Choice But to Stand. Okay, with her Billy
Ugh.
boy.
Billy's mother.
Mrs.
Her Billy
Loomis, and like she just, she is quite literally just the most chaotic, crazy, outlandish
Yes.
fucking bitch in this whole franchise.
Literally all the way down to the white pantsuit.
It's called a makeover. You should try it.
She is amazing.
She really did that.
Yeah, she did that. She took reign on a situation that had caused her grief and did something about it.
Yeah.
Was it something good? No.
Do we condone it?
Absolutely not.
No.
Did we love her for it? Mm-hmm. Fuck yes.
We did. And honestly, I love what becomes of her too, because like she deserves it.
Yeah.
Your son
Oh,
is
yeah.
a murderer. You're a murderer also. You both deserve to die. I don't feel sorry for you.
No.
But you looked iconic.
Yes,
doing it,
yes,
so-
yes. I love when you're waiting for the other killer and Cotton comes out and it's kind of this like jaw drop moment.
Mm-hmm.
And then Mrs. Loomis comes out behind him with a gun
Yep.
and you're just like,
They tried to
damn,
fool you.
Aunt Jackie fucking did that.
What an icon. And they really try to fool you with that whole Cotton thing.
Yes.
But really, of course it's her.
Yes.
I don't know. Basically, the way that she's introduced like a fucking killer.
Yeah,
Okay?
exactly. Yeah.
So,
definitely.
yeah, we stand.
We,
stand her up,
I love her
100%.
so much. I definitely agree. She goes at the very top. Just
Oh.
her, where she literally says her motive: good old-fashioned mother's revenge. There is nothing scarier than that.
No,
You know what I
especially
mean?
when it's unwarranted.
Yeah, and
Like,
especially when you're cuckoo bananas like Mrs. Loomis is.
she had no right, honestly. But
I love her.
off, I guess.
I love her. And like we said, she was running the whole show. So
Oh.
as a Ghostface killer, I think she's one of the best because, like I said, she found Mickey. She knew how to manipulate him into doing her bidding. And then he died.
so did she. But it's
And
okay.
so did she.
Not all plans are going to work out. Okay?
No.
Next up, we have Roman Bridger.
You're gonna pay for the life you stole from me, Sid. For the mother, and for the family, and for the stardom, and goddamn it, everything you had that should have been mine!
Sidney Prescott's
Another hottie.
Lil Bro.
Yeah.
Oh my god, he is so hot, actually.
Is he younger? I
don't
thought he
know.
was older.
I don't know. I said Lil Bro because he is a little baby.
No, I think he is literally a little fucking crybaby.
He totally
But
is.
I'm pretty sure that he's older than her.
Either way,
God, why don't you stop your whining and get on with it? I've heard this shit before.
Stop!
he is her brother.
Yeah, it's interesting because I have come around on Scream 3 a lot.
Definitely me
Since the
too.
first time I saw it?
Probably only because of Ryan C. Showers. But
If y'all have never listened to Scream with Ryan
Yeah.
C. Showers podcast, please listen to
literally
it.
do.
Yeah, he literally talks about Scream 3 so much, and it really has
So
like opened my
much.
eyes.
Like I think it brainwashed me actually into
yeah.
loving Scream 3, and
Yeah,
that's okay.
Yeah,
because
just a little bit. The whole dynamic of him and Sydney being siblings,
Mm-hmm.
and he went to Maureen and he tried to find his mother and connect with her,
He
and
tried.
she shut the door in his fucking face.
Yeah.
That's so sad.
Marina.
That clearly shattered him and pushed him to murder.
Yeah.
And that's sad, like,
It is devastating.
you know? And his motive is just, like you said, it's really devastating because he's basically just like, if I can't have a family, like the family that I want, no one can.
No.
And that's fucking sad.
And Sydney doesn't deserve happiness because I don't have happiness.
Exactly.
So he's just so jealous of Sydney. It's insane.
It's just literally.
Why don't you take some fucking responsibility?
Fuck you!
Fuck you!
One thing that I want to talk to you about is this whole thing where he's like retconning the first movie, where he's like, oh, I was really behind Stu and Billy. How do you feel about that?
I don't know. I feel like it's fake. You know what I mean? Like it feels like it's a fabrication of a story. It doesn't feel genuine to me, but it
Yeah.
easily could have been he was the one who did that. But I also feel like Billy and Stu just were fucking nuts.
Yeah.
So-
Well, it's just weird because I feel like we're led to believe that he really did like manipulate them and doing all that stuff, so it's technically true. I don't know. Like, it's just weird because it feels like, I don't know, it just feels like the writers threw this like retconning thing in as a shock. So I don't know how I feel.
obviously it's canon because it's in the movie, but
Yeah.
I feel like it could easily not be.
It's just like when I'm watching Scream 1 and I'm watching Billy and Stu have this moment together at the end, in my mind I'm not thinking like, oh, they were put up to this by Roman.
By Roman, yeah.
I'm like, oh, they're fucking nuts.
Yeah, there is no
You know?
vibe that they were put up to this. This is completely like their own doing.
Yeah.
So
It's weird, but in the context of the movie, if he really was able to get all of this started, then I think that makes him a good Ghostface.
Yeah,
and
and
he
he-
did it all alone. I would put him in Slays.
I think so. No, I would say he slays.
I think Slays.
Yeah. Okay, Scream 3 is done.
Next, we have the most iconic Scream movie.
I'll say.
And first we're talking about the most iconic Ghostface in Scream 4, Charlie!
Charlie.
You know, you learn a lot when you watch movies over and over. All the plots are about trying to kill you.
Just kidding, Charlie. I'm sorry, but you are the probably group consensus of being the worst Ghostface. I'm so sorry to tell you.
Here's the thing. He's automatically going in not our fave.
Yeah.
We could put him in Had Potential. We could.
Did he? See,
He didn't. He literally was a puppet.
to me, okay, at first I was like, yeah, not our fave. But then I was thinking about how he killed Kirby because she didn't want to fuck him.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, I think I hate this man. I don't know.
But with that though, wouldn't Billy and Stu be in Loathe Entirely because their motive is the exact same?
No, their motive is different. I feel like he doesn't have a motive. His motive is Jill's motive.
His motive
And that's
is to
it.
please Jill
Yeah.
and to get Kirby.
And to be famous. Like, I think that like I said, his motive is Jill's motive. He thinks that they're going to be famous, but he doesn't really have a lot of agency as far as the plan, in my opinion.
Yeah, and that could easily just be the writing. Honestly, it was almost like there was no need for a second Ghostface. It was almost like,
I feel like he did all the killing.
All the killing. She did all the planning.
Yeah, not our fave. It's fine. I feel like there's just really not a lot to say about Charlie.
There's not a lot to say about Charlie, unfortunately. So we'll just move on to Jill.
Sorry, Charlie. But now let's talk about the real best Ghostface.
Hello, Sydney. Surprised?
Probably my favorite movie character of all time.
All time, and I put her straight in No Choice But to Stand.
There's
stand that bitch.
There's no other place for her.
No.
If y'all don't know us, if you need to know one thing, it's that we stand the fuck out of Jill Roberts.
Literally, I will wake up in the morning and he is like watching that scene on YouTube, just like
It's
watching
so
Jill's reveal scene.
good.
It's so good.
I love her. I have the whole thing memorized.
Jill, I think, is the most iconic Scream character.
Yeah. Oh, no. She's the most iconic character
Like-
ever.
I really think that I was born for this.
Don't come for me, but here's the thing. I just remember sitting with my friends in a dorm room. We put on Scream 4, had no idea what was going to happen. Jill was nowhere near our radar at all.
No.
When she pulls that mask off, bitch, I could have shat myself.
It's so
I was in
good.
such shock.
Oh my god. And then the music like drops and it's like, and she's like, hello, Sydney, surprised. And I'm like, it's so good.
So good. And here's the thing. She pulled it off eloquently.
You think you had a shitty boyfriend, Sydney? There's one that fucks you, dumps you, and doesn't even make you famous.
If she had just shot Sydney in the head, she would have succeeded and lived the life that she wanted to live.
Honestly, of course we don't want Sydney to die.
No, never.
Never. But it would have just been so fucking crazy for her to actually have killed Sydney.
Yeah.
And gotten away with it. It would have been so fucking crazy.
Brilliant. On her end, like, because I feel like everyone else, you know, obviously they all have reasons why they don't succeed in the end, but hers was the closest to making it.
Yep.
All she had to do was put a bullet in Sydney's head. And she didn't do that. And Jill, that's why you got a bullet in your head instead, sweetie. Clear. But anyway, we love Jill. And like, don't even get me started on that reveal scene. The whole monologue of her talking about wanting to be social media famous.
Yeah.
I mean, we're literally making a YouTube video right now. Like,
we get you.
This movie was ahead of its time.
It
speaks
truly,
to the masses.
It was truly like her motive is the motive.
The motive,
it's like
in my opinion.
The best motive of the franchise.
Yes.
Like,
yes.
We get it, girl.
My friends, what world are you living in? I don't need friends. I need fans.
We understand.
Like, same.
Damn.
She also just has so many good one-liners. Like, I'm not going to sit here and quote every single word that she says because I could and I want to. But, I mean, she just has so many good lines.
She does have a lot of good lines.
What, if you had to pick your one favorite Jill line, what would it be?
I would probably say sick is the new sane.
That's what I was going to say, too.
Yeah, it's just her whole monologue is so good. Like, it's so relatable if you're demented.
Mm-hmm.
It's so clean.
Mine, I'll go with another one. I feel like I don't really hear people talk about a lot, but I love when she says, what the media loves is a soul survivor.
Yes.
And then she goes, just ask you know who.
What the media really loves, baby, is a soul survivor. Just ask you know who.
I don't know why I think that's so. It's because she has just thought it all out. She already knew she was going to kill Charlie. She already saw herself as Sydney. Like, you can really see how much thought she has put into all of this with that line to me. So
Truly.
good.
Yeah,
So good.
Just the whole fucking monologue, baby.
And like, I know we've been talking about her so much, but just one more thing is her commitment to making sure that her plan succeeds.
Yeah.
Like literally stabbing herself, jumping on a coffee table, slamming her head
Those are
into
some
a
of
picture.
My favorite lines are her grunting and groaning.
It's so
she's like
good.
cutting herself the fuck
It's
up.
so, it's just, Jill is so committed. And like, you have to respect that.
I do.
You have to respect what she did.
I respect it.
I respect it. Nothing but respect for my Jill Roberts.
My Ghostface.
Yeah. My Ghostface. Ugh. I just love her. I could make a whole video about her. Maybe someday we will. Because I feel like I didn't say everything I wanted to say.
No. There's no way we could. We'd be here all night long.
Yes.
So, now here's the fun part. We are going to rank them. Here's the thing. I feel like they're pretty much almost ranked for us. Charlie, sorry boy.
Yeah.
Mickey.
Yeah.
Love you, dude.
I was going to switch them. Because I think that Roman had so much more agency than Stu did.
He did have more agency, but he also had a better motive.
He had a way better motive. Stu was just along for the ride.
He's not a follower.
And like, if Stu wasn't played so greatly by Matthew Lillard, would anyone even care? Would we even be putting Stu in Slays? Like, I don't think so.
No, if it were anyone else.
Because like, I don't think that character was that character from like the script. I think that was Matthew Lillard making that character.
Yes, especially since a lot of the lines were improvised.
Yeah.
He really did that.
Yeah. So, I'm sorry, Stu, but you're still in Slays. Like,
he slays.
You know, you're 5th best out of 7.
Iconic. Truly.
We love it.
Okay, so I'm gonna say honestly that Billy is in 3rd place.
No, 100%. The fact that we even have a man in the top tier
shocking
is crazy because usually men aren't in our top tier.
No. Sorry.
But
if you're a man and you're watching this,
yeah, you probably wouldn't make it.
No.
But I certainly would not be leaving Mrs. Loomis right there.
Mrs. Loomis is definitely 2nd. Love you, lady, but you are no Jill Roberts.
No.
Okay, Jill is the queen to stand of this franchise.
And
okay?
I love that our top 2 were the 2 women.
Yes.
And I don't even think that's biased. I think that we're a little biased. But I think that that's like just genuinely, they're both really good characters and they're really good Ghostfaces.
Their motives are the most powerful. They are the most
and the most exciting.
Jill wants fame.
Yeah.
And
so
Mrs. Loomis, she wants revenge for her son.
We all want fame and revenge. Yeah. We get it.
Billy wanted
revenge too, but
he wants to wreak havoc.
Yeah.
He's
just chaotic.
His life was fucked, so he wants to fuck everyone else's life.
Yeah. And same with Roman.
The rest, Roman. Yeah, okay. And Roman as well. The rest are all followers.
Yeah. Sorry.
Blind little goats being led to the slaughter.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Wow, Jill, you did that, girl.
Jill.
Shut the fuck up already.
My car's name is Jill.
Yes, your car's name is Jill.
I need y'all to understand how much I love her.
Truly an icon.
Yes.
Down in the comments below, let us know what you thought of our tier ranking of the Ghostface killers. Where do the killers rank on your side? We want to know because, everyone has different opinions.
Yeah,
everyone,
Like, I'll talk about it in the comments. I want to hear because I don't know how far off we are from other people's rankings. And I want to know how y'all, like, agree or disagree with our analysis of these killers. Like, maybe y'all see something that we don't.
Mm-hmm. Something I do think people are going to be upset about is that Stu is not at the top.
I think so, too.
It's
Listen, we already explained ourselves. This is just how it is.
Yeah.
And that's it.
So if you didn't know, we have been tier ranking American Horror Story characters. We really want to dip into Scream. So let us know down below what kind of tier ranking of Scream you want to see because we want to film it.
Yes, we are planning on ranking, just putting the Scream characters into tiers, all 4 movies. But there's so many things we could do. We could do the opening kills. We could do the reveals. There's so much that we could talk about. Yep. With the new movie coming out, we want to talk about Scream.
We do.
So just let us know what you want to hear about. And as always, make sure that you hit that subscribe button.
Yes, please do. We are so close to 1,000 subscribers.
Yes.
If you could just help us get there, we would greatly appreciate it.
All right, y'all. Like we said, just a few days away from 5 Cream.
We're so close.
Happy
Cream.
Scream, baby. Happy 5 Cream.
Happy Cream. Bitch.
Happy Cream. Thanks for watching.
We love y'all.
Stay spooky.
Hell's under new management now.
I like my pumpkin spice lattes extra hot.
I am going to eat your soul.
Sorry, I'm not into short guys.